Okay, I know it's been such a long time, and I had told yous that I wanted to document the heck out of this and give you a live stream every day and an update and all that. And I'm going to be truthful. I got lazy. I never, I never felt like I had anything new to give you all. It was the same old, same old, same old, same old, and I could even feel the monotonous re-looping tape myself. And so I just got lazy. But the way I saw it, you all didn't want to hear the same thing over and over and over again. So I kind of spared you. But I am sorry for getting lazy about it and not really fully giving you an update at least once a week. But like I said, I got lazy. And I can't blame it on work, especially when the boss is only giving me 1 or 2 days a week. I can't blame it on work. Um, and it's not her fault. The district's only given them 100 hours to distribute. And because I don't work the register, I am more expandable. But I've got my reasons as to why I do not ask to learn the register. I've got my reasons. Anyway, so currently I am 218.8. I have gone from 214 whatever. I have jumped back up to 220 and so on and so forth. I think I had even seen 222 at one point. But what had happened was I somehow or another, I don't even remember when it happened, honestly, but somehow or another I had slipped and started eating a little bit more than what was necessary. I wasn't really entirely eating junk food, but I was allowing more junk food in my life than was necessary. The biggest problem, if yins don't know, or if any of yins don't remember, uh, back in, it may had been March or May. It might have actually been in May. At the time, I was drinking the cartons of the International Mocha, International Delight Mocha flavor. And there's lots of sugar in that. And I was wondering why I wasn't losing more weight. Matter of fact, it was even before I had gotten my job. So it was definitely before July. And uh, the Lord had told me to limit how much sugar, additional sugar. Natural carbohydrates is fine, but it's the added sugar that I have to pay attention to. He had told me to have less additional sugar. So he wasn't telling me I couldn't have junk food, but what he was telling me was to make sure that I keep within a certain margin of additional sugar grams. And so I ended up sometime, like I had seen the 214, and then somewhere or another along the line, I cannot recall when it happened or what happened. At the time, I knew what did, but not now. But anyway, I ended up eating additional sugar once again. But the great news is, I mean, this is the really awesome news now. I don't remember the exact prayer that I gave, but I do remember saying that I wasn't going to let my flesh win anymore. And so the biggest challenge that I had was working where I'm at when I would have to do the shelves in the food area, like cereal, candy, chips. Mm. I imagined myself getting right over there the next day and buying myself whatever it was that appealed to me. Well, now I can work those areas and they don't faze me. But I give God all the glory for that. I give God all the glory for that. Now, yeah, I may want some chocolate now and then or some gummies now and then, but it isn't a driving force like I once knew. I mean, at one time I would be busy seeing how much change I could scrounge up just to get some, but not now. Not now. Um, I have been completely and totally delivered. I can work the food area without temptations. I'm able to just look away, Um, and I'm not tempted to buy myself a bunch of junk anymore. But now I'm having to fuss with portion of good food. Good food. I'm running into the problem of sometimes serving myself more than what I actually need. Last night, when I had to go into work to fill in for somebody, and when I got back, I was exhausted. And I ate myself a bowl of salad with iceberg lettuce and pickled beets. Now, that was healthy, but here's the clicker. If I would have gone to bed after I got home, because it was almost 10 o'clock when I got home, if I would have gone on to bed, I actually would have been less than 218.8. I might would have been like 218 even or even 217 something. But because I ate the salad just before bed, which is another no no, even if it is healthy, it's another no no, because I had already ate plenty yesterday. I had had myself 2 hamburger patties, just the patties. I like eating them like chopped steak. Um, and then I'd turn around and had myself 2 beef and bean burritos. So, in all truthfulness, I didn't need the salad before bed. I'd had plenty. But sometimes I find myself to be a little hungry when I get back from work because I find myself on a normal work schedule. I find myself having to eat a little earlier in the day to make sure that I'm not hungry at work. And that's different. But yesterday I had ate at a more normal time and I still did that. So that was my downfall. Um, but other than that, I'm looking at my calendar because I write my weight every day, and my numbers are all over the place. The smallest I had weighed, let's see here. Okay, it appears that the lightest I had been this month was 216.4. So, um, But I know that something is happening because I have noticed that my face is getting more narrow. It's not as chubby as it was. So something is happening. Just the scales they're giving me a buoyancy, but something is happening. And who knows, maybe sometime soon there will be a real reflection of what's going on. But for the time being, the rate is just what it is. So, I'm just going to continue giving God praise that uh, He has given me the strength to be able to do this right the way that He wants me to, and that the rate is going to continue coming off. Um, I know that sometimes there's the non scale victories. And right now, currently, about the best victory that I can give you is when I went to put my belt on for work yesterday, I was able to cinch it up a little further in because I'd been having to I've been having to cinch it at a certain spot. It's one of those braid rope type that doesn't have holes. You just put the, I don't even know what they call those, on the buckle, the stem and the buckle that goes through the belt to stop it in place. And I've been having to put that in the same spot since I first started wearing that belt. And yesterday, for the first time, I got to pull my belt further up past that same spot, at least a good half inch. And I'm like, what? Really? Did I just do that? So I know that there's something happening, even if the scales aren't necessarily reflecting it at this moment. But as far as it goes, getting to wear the pants that I'm wanting to, not yet. Not yet. But um, I'm not giving up. I'm determined, especially because I work now. It's hard on my body with this weight. But other than that, my body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, and I've got to take good care of it. I don't want to be overweight because I'm having to carry it, but I'm not wanting to abuse my body because it's God's temple. So, it's just, anyway, um, that's where I am currently. That's what's going on at this moment. Uh, and I am working on getting my portions down because currently, like, it's the portions isn't extremely out of control, but they are definitely more than what I need. So I am having to watch that. So I'm working on the portions and also making sure to focus on hunger and fullness, because that was another thing that I was losing control about. I was just eating even if I wasn't hungry. So that is something else that I need to most definitely pay closer attention to, is hunger and fullness. Hunger and fullness. So anyway, that is the update for now. As anybody, I do have my struggles, but it is so much easier to deal with these struggles and get them straightened up with the Holy Spirit than without. So anyway, I love y'all and thank you for watching. And once again, I am sorry for not giving you any updates any sooner because, like I said, I just got lazy. But all is good, all is well. I greatly appreciate you all. And once again, thank you for watching. And you all have a wonderful day.